Hey friends, it's Nicole, and I'm back with part 2 of my family Christmas card photos album. The first video was 1994 through 2010 in 2 albums, and you can see that now we're getting to where I can do maybe 4 years in one album. I also try to keep my albums a little bit thinner than I used to. So this is still an old size album. Apparently I had 3 of these. I remember like putting out a search on the internet, trying to find people that had still some of these that I could use for my Christmas card albums. But the next one we moved to true 12 by 12, which is kind of nice because it's giving me a little bit more room for these big pictures. So here's just another, I don't know if this was a Cricut design. I think I had my silhouette by now. Just kind of some kind of fun, simple, festive title. And I'm using this same font. I think it's called, I don't know, it might be called Boys Are Weird, Boys Are Gross, Girls Are Weird, one of those. I don't know what it's called, but it's just a fun little font. So here we are in 2011. This was cut with my silhouette, and then I did some border punching, go me. And I also stuck with white backgrounds again. So this is my family. This is my best friend from elementary school, my parents, one of my best friends now, my cousin, and same kind of thing. I think, yeah, childhood friends, cousins, siblings. Some of it, makes it hard for me to keep things arranged because I have to go based on what size pictures will fit together. And so I just kind of do what I can do. These two, I kind of liked having the 2 blue ones together. So super simple. I mean, you could throw this together in a couple of hours just with some Christmas borders. We've got some new Christmas borders. I could actually have a lot of fun playing with some of our new borders. So this one's pretty simple. That's a fun photo, isn't that? To have everybody lying down and have the picture taken that way. But I love the variety of colors, and I could trim these down so it's just the picture. But I think that the card, the card that people choose, the photo card, tells things about them too. So here we are. So you see I'm doing a lot more pages per year because I have a lot fewer pictures that can fit. And then I had, apparently, someone sent a Valentine's card and a fall card. So I don't know if that was fall. I assume it was this same year, like later. I don't know. I don't remember now. I didn't write that down. If they printed their name on the card, I didn't journal it. But if they didn't, I wrote, and sometimes I wrote like who they were. Like these were our neighbors in Germany. These are friends from our time at Fort Rucker. And these are friends here from church. And so this one I journaled a little bit more about how I knew the people and not just, oh, they're my cousin, right? So that was 2011, 2012. So this is the first year that I did a double-sided card. This year I actually tried to fit my whole Christmas letter on one card. I kind of succeeded. That was a pretty short little letter. So I did a front and back, and I put both pieces in here. And I think that as I go on, you'll see that I've done that every time. So parents, cousins. This one, my aunt and uncle have a very large family, as you can see, and they do these 2-sided cards. And I think one of the years I actually wrote to her and said, can I possibly get another, do you have any extra of your card so I can put the front and the back? And she sent it to me, but I'm sure she thought I was a lunatic, and I've never dared to ask her again. So, but now we got peekaboo pockets. I could try it with that. So these are my siblings, my cousin. And this is just, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I guess I did triangles for this one. Oh yeah, I took the paper and I cut it on a diagonal and I just put triangles. And you could even do a quarter of a paper because I just did them all the same. Triangles, I just apparently used whatever Christmas paper I felt like using. I don't even know that these were out of the same pack. I don't think they're CM papers. Oh, look, I switched it up and did the triangles in the other direction. Woo, way to keep things interesting. Triangles, triangles. See, here's one of those people I said now they're all getting married and having kids and stuff, and it's fun to see that progression of people as they are growing up. Uh-oh, this one doesn't have a page protector. I don't know why. It needs one. All right, triangles, triangles, triangles. Really curious if you see yourself or your Christmas card photo in here. I'd love to know. Another one without a page protector. Don't know why. Then here we are in 2000. Oh, that's why, because I didn't, I'm not finished apparently. This is 2013. I need to put 2013. It's on my card, but I need to have it bigger just for my own sake. I know that I do. So that might be why I left a page protector off. And this one again is a border just using the 12-inch decorative trimmer with just a little, oh, you know, these might have been a border class I taught or took. I don't know, because they're all kind of different borders, but they go with the same, you know, the same paper pack collection. So go me for using some borders that I had made, even if I maybe use the same border twice. Yeah, these are old school CM borders. But aren't these fun? I mean, just to flip through here and see, again, the progression of people's kids growing up. And some of the friends that do really cute, clever things with their Christmas cards. And, you know, sometimes you get a family photo, sometimes you get individual photos. But just, this one's a lot of photos. This one, they put their little letter on here, but very small. All right, and this one, it would have, this is a nice one, dashing through the no, you know, that's not really the picture of our friends, but it's so them. Didn't have enough, it didn't have any extra pictures come in late that year, I guess. Okay, so this was 2011 to 2013, and I thought that I had ordered all my spines for these, but apparently I didn't. So now we're getting to 2014, and you can see that I've graduated from the 12 by 12-ish, let's see how I can get this to show you, to the true 12 by 12. So it's just that ½ inch difference right here. But boy, it makes it nicer for scrapbooking purposes to have that extra ½ inch. So, all right, you can see that this one is still a work in progress, not a page protector to be found on these books. And yet this was up on my shelf. So obviously I'm slacking. I do love when Creative Memories puts something decorative on the inside of the front cover. I got to do me a title page. I usually don't show you guys videos without a title page. And again, 2014, I need to put a date, front and back of our card, a homemade card from somebody. And this one, this is a little bit more decorative than some of mine. And I did a background paper and then just some various kind of squares and rectangles to kind of add some interest. I don't know. I like them. I guess I was getting tired of doing borders. I may have had to sit down and do a couple of years worth in a row. And so I did, of course, have to mix them up again so that I can make the pictures fit, you know, in my book. This one I think must have been a front and back card, and it's probably got stuff on the inside, and it was so hard to choose when there's so many fun pictures. I like how kind of this collage one and that collage one kind of complement each other, but you can just see just back here, you know, these might have even been Fast to Fab pages. I think they were, and I just had to cover them up. I think this was a Fast to Fab album that I bought, and so I just added, because I didn't stick that on, that's printed. But I stuck that on. So I, you know, kind of made it my own and ignored their boxes. Yeah, this is pre-printed. You don't get faster than a Fast to Fab. You can, you know, you could buy the Christmas Fast to Fab pages every year, and they're different enough that that would do the same task of separating your years. Yeah, so this is pre-printed, this design, and I think it must have had picture blocks, and I put a piece of scrapbook paper to cover it up so you wouldn't see where the blocks were. Thankfully, they don't do the photo blocks anymore, so we have a lot more freedom. Not a speck of journaling and not any page protectors, but I'm going to fix that. All right, so here we go from these Fast to Fab, and then this one doesn't have a date. 2015. Thank you to my sister for putting a date. So I'll need to put 2015. I did black pages, and because this was a Fast to Fab page, that's I think probably one of the reasons why I did it, because I just stuck this down. And I think this was a piece of scrapbook paper that had this whole pattern all over it. It was way too busy, so I cut it up and used all the different squares to just kind of accent my page. After I put the pictures on, I just kind of filled in a little bit with those squares. So very, very fast and simple to do this one. But just fun to have these pictures, you guys. I'm loving looking at this. I know it's not as fun for you probably. And this is, I mean, this is so simple. This just didn't take me any time at all, except to cut up that paper. I'm sure that was time consuming. But, you know, if you have a really busy paper, if you have a paper with a grid on it, I know a couple years ago we had a paper that had the 25, 25 days of Christmas or something in little squares, and you could totally, you know, do something like that, cut that up. But very, very simple. I'm kind of feeling like it needs something in the corners, but I'm not going to go back and do it. Here we got a Happy New Year card. Thank you so much to have me something near the end. Although I didn't go all the way to end, I guess. All right, so black. And then, as you know, even though I don't have my numbers up yet, apparently I'm going to put in this circle. This is 2016. We went to Hawaii that year. So I did a little Hawaiian themed Christmas card. And this was the year that Creative Memories came out with this sugar plum collection, I guess. I don't know what year they came out with it, but I loved sugar plum. People hated it because it wasn't traditional Christmas colors, but I thought it was super fun to have something different. So again, no page protectors yet because I have not journaled, but fun to include the real cards that people have handmade for me. This is my cousins again that I don't ask anymore if I can have an extra copy of their card. So I ought to figure out something to do with this one. Maybe I'll pull this out and put it in a peekaboo pocket or something now that we have those. But again, what do you do with these fun ones that are, you know, multiple layers of card? So, and this was just all the sugar plum made it so fast to just put this together. See, it wasn't the wrong colors for Christmas. It was perfect. I loved sugar plum. Oh, look, I even put some jewels on there. A little bit of bling. Some blue. I love it when cards have bling on them because that makes my pages more interesting. I'm pretty sure that some of you who watch my videos are going to see, may see yourself in here. And I guess this might be, oh, apparently I have not finished because this is 2016, 2017. Oh, look, I have an idea of what I want to do for the title page. Haven't done it, but I pulled out my next album and let's see what on earth has happened, because now this one doesn't have a embossed spine yet, but I have this spine for 2021 to 2024. So somewhere there's a spine that I've had printed for this one, and I think this one's supposed to start in 2017. Again, these were Fast to Fab pages. This was Season's Greetings, I think. Another one that people didn't love, but I liked, and I do love the inside. So the Fast to Fab album, 2017. Sure enough, I left space for it in this book, and then I didn't do it. So, but this was super easy because it was pre-decorated. Fast to Fab. This one I did put on the outside so that when I slide the page protector on, you know, I can slide the page protector on and you'll still be able to open this. I mean, I'll have to open it and slide it on that way, of course, but, you know, I just worked around the decorations. These are all siblings. Again, here's my cousins. This might be the year. These are 2 pictures. I might have been able to pull these off. People having babies, having grandkids. These families are getting bigger every year with all their extra kids, grandkids, next generation. Handmade card. Pre-designed layout, super easy. That one's a little busy. My friend's cute card with an otter on it. This is a fun card right here. I guess I can't open it up very well, but that was a fun card with a little spinner. This card with the little pinwheels. Fun, fun cards. It's so hard to, yeah, maybe I need to finish these and put page protectors on it, you guys. I told you I'm a hot mess. All right, so this is still the pre-decorated. All right, and this one ends with the pre-decorated, and then this is 2018. I don't often do that. I think perhaps I was going to put these pages in the previous book, I mean, I guess I still could. Maybe I still will. I don't know. I'll have to reprint my spines, because then here we start with 2018. Actually, I wouldn't want to, because I want to have a title page in my book. So here's 2018. And this year was this frost paper, and I do live in Alabama, so I don't get a chance to use a lot of wintry stuff, but I used the digital for my Christmas card. I always design my own rather than using one of the pre-designed cards, because it gives me a lot more flexibility. So here's that wintry paper. So these are my siblings, my cousins. There's that family with all the kids, bigger and bigger. There it is. That's all their grandkids. That's the whole family. So that got to go on the front. All these fun cards. Drat. What am I going to do with some of these? That one's cute. Lots of, oh, I love that. May you never be too grown up to search the skies on Christmas Eve. Fun, fun, fun. I love this one because it had the metallic paper. It just adds such a punch of fun. And oh yeah, my friend Julie. So more, okay. I have two pictures right here. Why do I think I'm going to do a peekaboo, because they have like their serious one and their silly one. And I think that's the plan, is to do a peekaboo when I put the page protectors on it, which I haven't done, you guys. I'm so glad that doing this video made me pull it out, because I would not have known that I'm actually not as done on these as I thought I was. That's a cute little one with the little cards. The little cookies, I mean, little stamped. So I do have a lot of friends that stamp. So now I'm getting more cards. All right, this one I put us 2019. So obviously I need to find our Christmas card and put that on here. And I used, this was Mary Bloom's. This was a paper pack that came from, it was like the Black Friday promo one year. Here we go, cousins, grandkids. So these are really nice, fancy cards. I'm glad to be on their list. And this one too looks like it's gonna go off the edge at some point once I get the page protectors on and get all this done and journaled. So I know that not everybody saves the Christmas cards that people send them. Look at that one though, that's gorgeous. But if you send pictures to me, I save them and I love them, and I do look at them, and my kids look at them. And in fact, pulling these out to do this video for you guys today has helped me, because they were kind of tucked away on a lower shelf. They're not ones that we look at regularly through the year. And so I'm glad that I pulled these out so that I can put them on the coffee table where they can actually be enjoyed and not just tucked away in a corner. Okay, now I know there's people that recognize themselves on this page, and maybe on this page too. So, all right, so this was 2019, and I don't know where 2020 is. This is 2021. I think I started 2020, you guys. Yes, so apparently I'm also going on a treasure hunt over the next few days to get these Christmas card albums done, updated, but you see they're really fast once I sit down to do it. So that will be my challenge to myself. So if somebody wants to ask me in the comments sometime, maybe around the first of the year, if I've actually caught up with this, that might help motivate me. So I hope that this has given you some ideas of what you can do with the Christmas cards that you receive. It is 5 albums at this point, from 1994 to 2019 is in here. And, you know, maybe that's more than you want to do. You could absolutely do something like with peekaboo pockets and put more on a page and flip them up. But for me, I enjoy the Christmas cards. I love watching the progression of the children and grandchildren of my friends, and kind of the progression of who my friends are. When did I start becoming Christmas card friends with somebody? And it just, this album brings me a lot of joy, and that's one of the main things I love about scrapbooking. So I hope that it will do the same for you. And if you, like I, have big bags of cards like this, if you can't figure out what year they went from, that's okay. You could even do it like by person, by family, or you could just say, I don't know what year these are, but I think you'll be glad to have some of those pictures, especially of your good friends and your family. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I appreciate you so much. I love the interaction with you in the comments of my videos. If you've got any questions about this, please feel free to ask, and I'll be back with another video for you very soon. Happy scrapbooking, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.